Hello everyone, my name is Eric and welcome back to my channel, Pop's Video. In today's episode, as part of the unboxing series, I have something pretty cool to share with you. And if you're a big Star Wars fan just as I am, you're going to really appreciate this piece. Let's have a quick look. This here is the Star Wars Black Series of Boba Fett's helmet. And I've opened a few other helmets in the past. I have a Stormtrooper's helmet and a Darth Vader's helmet. That helmet was from the EFX series. I was lucky enough to find it at Walmart, and there were maybe 6 of them, and when I went back after purchasing this one, there were only 2 left. Got it at a good deal, 119 bucks. They go for similar prices around the web. If you're lucky, you can find them. And then also I've seen them as high as $149. So at 119, and for when I saw it, I felt it was a steal. And so I had to have one. Looking at the contents on the outside and the details and all the elements that are added, I think it's going to be a pretty cool unboxing. And I have to give a shout out to both Disney and Hasbro for bringing this out to our fans and giving us an opportunity to enjoy something like this. Certainly a lot of replicas out there. A lot of people have built their own, but it's really nice to be able to buy something like this right off the shelf. And at 119 bucks, not a bad deal. So if you can find one at this price point, I'd say go get you one while you can. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, let's get started. As you can see, there's a lot of cool images on either side of the box. There's the cool logo celebrating the 40th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back. Cool stuff. And certainly the Boba Fett helmet. Has a few details and some information on the back here of the box. So get going here and open this. You know it's coming, as I always say. You know, there's no need for boxes, or for me at least. I don't like keeping a lot of boxes and trash and that sort of stuff around. It just makes itself for great firewood. It can be a hazard in your home. So, how about that? Check that out. You're gonna need that. Okay, it's cool. Yep, we're certainly going to need that. Got some aging and such, wear, some good painting details, you can see. Good, so this stuff, don't need that. We're going to set this aside. Looking at the box here. Look at this. Very well packaged. If you're interested in seeing what's on the inside of the box, it's only a little bit of foam core, or foam padding, if you will. Don't need that. I'd say we don't need that as far as the box is concerned, but let's just put it aside for now. Get to the main event. Let's see what we have here. Some information that's many different languages that you can read if you care to read that. Don't need that. Star Wars The Black Series. Ages 14 and up, although I'm feeling that there will be those that are 14 and below that will want one of these or can wear one of these. Installation instructions. So we'll hold on to that. Let's go ahead and get it out of the plastic. I'm early thinking already thinking that it's really, really well executed as far as the details and the authenticity of this helmet. I mean, the first thing that I see, in fact, is this depression for where probably a laser blaster or something hit the helmet, and certainly Boba survived. Don't need that. How about that? It's cool. Really cool. Just really well done. It has a matte finish on it, which I would expect. No one wants to see something like this with a bunch of gloss on it. I mean, the poor guy's been around the block or two over the years wearing this helmet, or at least in the Star Wars universe. Inside, if you can see that, there's an adjustable headband so that you can get it as snug as you see fit. And although it looks black on the outside, it's actually translucent, and perhaps you can see some light through that. Yeah, perhaps you can see some light through there. And has some padding in the back to protect your head. You know, there's always that person that will want to tap the back of your helmet when you're wearing it during one of the cosplay events, you know, so a little bit of protection there. Well, that's cool. They thought of it and put it in place as it should be. Yeah. There's a lot of detail on the inside. Looks like some cooling vents, or where fans were or would be. Yeah, some fun stuff. And I've never seen a Boba Fett helmet at all until today, so I didn't know that these details were on the inside. Were they on the inside in the films? Who knows? But that's okay. We see it here now. So I'm going to, I already read this, but I'm going to install a AAA battery. Yes, you can see that. It's expected to be installed. I need to get my screwdriver and open that up, install the battery, install the antenna, the communication microphone, the heads-up display. Probably a little bit of all of that, right? So, yeah. Let me go get the screwdriver. Be right back. So I'm back with the screwdrivers, and I always say if you have to get a screwdriver, make sure you get a couple. You just never know which one works better. I mean, this is probably a bit overkill, but you know, this is probably more the one you need. It says to, well, you don't open it up here. Well, I know what that's for. That's for when you want to open it up. You know, it sits up in the vertical position, and golly, oh, okay. All right, let's see what's happening here. Taking a little bit of work here to get this thing off. Well, we certainly don't want to break it, so let's take our time. Well, this doesn't come off as easy as one might think. How about that? You just pull it off. But no one wants just to quickly do things like that on the first opening of these things. You want to take care of it, right? That, see? What did I say? Bigger screwdriver. Don't want to ruin the screw. Rayovac. Thank you, Rayovac. Use these batteries all the time. Alright, now that we have this installed, screw the cover plate back on. Just like that. Yeah. Pop this back on. Now it makes more sense. You can see where the grooves are in the side of the helmet, where you'll be able to attach this cover plate, put it back in place. It's actually a snap in place. I did say it would snap in place rather easy, right? There we go. How about that? It takes a little work, but you know, when we get new stuff, we don't want to damage it. You got to have time to be able to enjoy it a little bit, right? And this goes in here like that. And you just don't want to tear up anything. Ah, there we go. Look at that. On the onset, we have blinking lights. So, in its upright position, turns it off. Check this out. You press the button. That's cool. And I don't know if you can see, but I'm going to try to bring it up close to the camera. Well, I'm just back after an episode with the tripod and the camera. I bumped into the thing and it almost fell off the table. So let me move some of this stuff out of the way. And let us enjoy some of the blinky lights. Cool. Let's try this again. You can see it. You can see it in the background there, the hologram. Once you lift it up a certain angle, it turns off. I think this is cool. Although I don't know if that will last forever. Just, you have to be careful with it, but it's cool. That's it. How about that? I think it's a wonderful piece. I think it looks cool. I think it's great to add to your collection of helmets of the Star Wars brand. And I certainly believe that as time goes on, it might be a little bit difficult to find these because they're just so cool. And at $119, it can't beat it. I mean, you really can't. It's really cool. I have a good friend of mine who is an avid collector of the Star Wars branded items, and he has a really cool Boba Fett helmet and many others. And I asked him about this, and he said, yeah, it's a great deal. You should pick one up. So I did, and I'm glad I did. There's only one thing left to do. We got to try it on. All right, so I'm going to try this on, and although there's an adjustable headpiece, as I said earlier in the video, you can take that out, make the adjustments, put it back in the helmet, then put on the helmet. But in this instance, we're going to just put it on just as it is, and I think that you know, it may just fit just fine with my noggin here. So let's give it a shot. How about that? If you can hear me, this is cool. 2 thumbs up. You know, Boba Fett's helmet, it was always a menacing looking helmet. You turn it left and right so you can get a good look at it. I just think it's really, really well done. Really well done. And far as the communication device here, let's give it a shot. Takes a little getting used to where it's where the button to detract it. Oh, there we go. Check that out. Yeah, that's cool. Well, it's a little disappointing, and it might be just some adjustments either in the headpiece. There's no adjustments here that I know of, but I can't see in the heads-up display. I can't see what's going on in there. But if I take it off and I look to the side, oh, I can see it, but I can't see it with the helmet on. So what's the point in that? Maybe later on I'll make some adjustment to the head strap and go from there. But yeah, it's cool. Let's put it on again. Yeah, it's great. I'm going to lift this back up. I think we're almost done here. It's a really, really cool helmet. But I got to tell you, folks, in this Florida heat, I don't know how long one would wear one of these things. As in the Mandalorian series, you know, they always asked him about his helmet. Did he ever take it off? Well, I tell you what, if you're in this Florida heat long enough, you'll be taking off a helmet like this. You would just suffocate and die from heat exhaustion. So, but hey, nonetheless, it's cool. I don't have to worry about wearing this around during the day. It's going to sit on my shelf. I'm going to proudly display it with my other helmets. And as I said, for 119 bucks, you can't beat it. I think it's going to be a great add to your collection. So if you can find one, go out and get one. I'd highly recommend it. The only thing this thing is missing is the remainder of the suit. But I'm not going to be building a suit. So I'm just going to admire those that have and those that do those sort of things. I'll see them at the con, right? So that's it. I think we're done, and I hope you enjoyed the video as much as I did. I'm going to wrap up and throw away all the trash that you saw me throw out. As again, I don't keep those boxes and all that other stuff. I'm not going to take it back. I'm going to keep it, so I don't need the box. So that does it for today's unboxing. I hope you enjoyed what you saw today, and as a reminder, if you like what you see, please don't forget to click that like button, and also don't forget to press that notification bell, and also, most importantly, please subscribe. We don't want you to miss a thing.